the hell would you pay 15 quid for one match?
Audio Jungle.
For footballing news. Now, there's this, I believe, Premier League project big picture that's going around at the moment. Now, I'll explain it to you. Alex, you might have to help me here, and Joe. So basically,
it's stupid.
So Liverpool and United, and some other people maybe, have come up with a plan.
Liverpool, United, City.
Oh, is it City as well?
It's the big six, isn't it?
But the two people that came up with it were United and Liverpool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So basically, it's going to be this is what they picture it as, an 18-man league, scrapping cup competitions, including the Community Shield and the League Cup, and giving 25% of the revenue to the EFL clubs who are struggling at the moment with all this Corona stuff. I think that's virtually what it is. It's nothing else, is there?
So basically, they will get the most say in what happens in the Premiership, and obviously 18 teams. So the whole pushing factor between this is they'll give 25% of their income to smaller clubs, but because they'll be in control, they can do whatever they want. So it'll give a massive advantage to those 9 clubs that have been in the Premier League for that long.
Yeah.
So because United and Liverpool are so powerful, if this comes through, they'd be like, if they're at risk of relegation in 10 years' time, say, they could just say, scrapping relegation for 10 seasons, see how it goes.
Yeah. So
we'll just dominate the football scene. So because they're like the big guys, they'll work it out so they get more money and stuff.
Yeah. So I take it the FA wouldn't overrule that, or
no, the FA will oversee football as a whole, but they wouldn't be able to do anything if these clubs came into power.
Yeah. Well, the Premier League pay-per-view support plan for League 1 and 2 have been scrapped. And we'll come on to that. Actually, let's talk about it now. I am absolutely disgraced with the Premier League and FA at the moment. Why the hell would you pay 15 quid for one match? I don't get it. Like, the United game's on this weekend, and it's going to be £15 for an 8 o'clock kickoff game that would have been on Sky anyway. But now they're making it box office because apparently it wouldn't have been televised. Don't get me started. What do you guys think?
Well, I think the whole point in at the start of the season was that everyone got to watch the football, even though they weren't, even though they couldn't anyway because of coronavirus. And I think the whole point in all of the games being televised is it's much easier for people to go and watch the games. But now they're doing this on top just so that they can just gain some more money, just because it probably wouldn't have been televised at any other time. But the whole point was that it is televised, so it kind of contradicts the whole plan they had at the start of the season, which I would very much get angry at if I was a United fan, and I think they're going to do it for quite a few more games as well. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But I have also seen that thing where 19 out of the 20 Premier League teams were accepted pay-per-view with the matches, which I didn't really rate.
What was the 20th team? What was the final team?
Leicester, wasn't it?
Leicester didn't accept it. So,
what do you think, Joe?
I think it's stupid. Like, already to watch most games, you have to have Sky or BT. I think it was great how before they put some games on Amazon, BT and BBC. Yeah, like and picking everything. That was so much better than what they're doing now, and they've just gone completely in the other direction. Despite all the positive feedback they'd had, saying, "Oh, this is great that we can watch the games for free."
Yeah, I don't get it though, because like this is 3 months. Like we've gone from the start of August or whatever to watching it free on BBC, and now we're paying box off 15 quid.
Yeah, per game.
Yeah, per game.
When you're already paying for Sky.
I get it for boxing because it's on like every year or so, a big fight like Joshua or Fury. But football's not on every single year, like once. This is an every weekend thing.
Yeah, every weekend United will be playing, whereas if you're supporting one boxer, which you just don't do, you watch boxing as a whole.
Yeah.
If you're supporting one boxer, they might fight once every 6 months at most.
Yeah. But I think
I just don't get it.
It's the TV companies having more control over football, which probably isn't going in the right direction.
I mean, I completely understand if it would be a one-season thing, like, because a lot of clubs have lost a lot of money over their last season. So if it's a one-season thing where the TV deals are going to be more for the clubs, and then the clubs are going to get more money from these TV deals, I'd fully support it and I'd pay for the games. But it's not that, is it?
No.
I think they're pushing this as a more permanent feature, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was inevitable. I think it was going to come at some time, but I didn't expect it this early. I thought it was going to be in the next 20 years, maybe.
Well, yeah, like, ever since they've made you, like, pay for Sky and stuff to watch most games, like, since they've leased most games to a paid company, it was pretty much inevitable.
Yeah.
Like, it was always going to happen.
Yeah. God, what happened to Champions League final football on ITV Sport?
Yeah. What's your views, Alex?
I mean, I said it before, like the whole thing with the coronavirus was that they were going to open up football to be able to be watched by like everyone who wanted to watch it, but like they're just adding more money on top of it, which just emphasizes the fact that football's getting more expensive, even though it like really shouldn't be, especially at this time. So.
Well, they need to do something about it because you can't just keep increasing players' wages. Because the only way it'll go is up from here. You can't just keep increasing players' wages because you will get a football player who is the richest man in the world one year.
Yeah, financial fair play has to come down much harder than it is already. Like,
Yeah.
City got away with it for some reason. Chelsea, even though they did have, I think it was 1 year transfer ban, they still exceeded anyone in the league this year with financial, like money coming out of their club, and I think there should just be a greater cap on it. That would probably stop teams spending more and. Yeah, hopefully decrease the amount of money in it altogether.
But I think financial fair play has to have harsher guidelines. Like City, United. I'm not blaming United, but like they're a team who would do it. No. Liverpool, Chelsea, all the big rich, like the richest clubs in the Premiership. Financial fair play means nothing to them because they can pay off any fine, like they'll basically just pay their way out of any situation they're in.
Yeah.
But Liverpool, no, not Liverpool. Everton and Villa, like sort of the middle ground, they would struggle a lot more. And we were really struggling a couple of seasons ago when financial fair play was imposed on us. Or was at risk of getting imposed on us because we were thinking of going into administration, which would have been the end of Villa, basically. And then you get clubs like, I don't know, Norwich last season. They wouldn't be able to do anything. So it has to be the same for everyone. And it has to be like flat across the whole of the Premiership.
Yeah, like how they do it in rugby, don't they, with wage caps? Or,
yeah, you've seen it in rugby. Saracens got an automatic relegation for paying their players too much.